Microsoft, the technology giant, has always participated in very difficult technology competitions with the support of its large profit and capital, or has even been a pioneer in them. In 2001, it seriously entered the game industry with Xbox, where Sony and Nintendo had completely captured it. In 2009, being launched for challenging unbeaten Google, and even now, it can be said that it is the leader in AI. This video is Microsoft winning plans for now and the future. So, let's do the video. First of all, let's make gamers happier, especially Xbox gamers. As you know, Microsoft has bought big game studios in recent years, such as Activision Blizzard, which cost a lot, about $69 billion, Mojang, Bethesda, and etc. These purchases will definitely continue, and as a result, PC games and a list of exclusive Xbox games will also increase. But in my opinion, Microsoft policies are not such that they take the popular games of these studios from other consoles and make them exclusive. Microsoft is a company that tries to cooperate with others instead of monopolizing, and in this way it turns the customers of other companies into its customers too. Exclusivity of a franchise like Call of Duty may help the sales of Xbox, but more than that, it reduces the popularity and sales of this game. And this is not something that Microsoft is interested in. Microsoft's billion-dollar purchases are definitely not just because of more Xbox sales. You must be familiar with Xbox Game Pass, a subscription for $10 per month that allow you to access a huge amount of Xbox and PC games. Well, the subscription has become extremely popular, so that it even has a great impact on the sales of Xbox. Why? An average games cost $60 to $150, and you may not even play it to the end, or you may not even like it at all. But by buying Xbox Game Pass, you have access to a lot of games, and if you don't need it for a month or a while, you don't renew the subscription. Microsoft also understands the importance of this subscription and is trying to increase its games. An advantage it has over Sony is that it puts its own exclusive games into Xbox Game Pass faster than Sony in PlayStation Plus. You know, Microsoft products are not cheap at all, but in its software products, the policy is such that if the user uses my expensive product at a lower cost, it is better than not using it at all, because he has paid a fee and may have side purchases too. Anyway, Microsoft plans to turn this into an account like Netflix and Spotify, but for games, where in addition to Microsoft's own games, other companies can also put their games there. Also, in addition to PC and Xbox, it can also be placed on Sony and Nintendo consoles as well. So, what benefit will Game Pass have for Game Maker? Because of the price reduction, the sales will definitely increase. The obsession with buying new and expensive titles will decrease and more people will try it. More importantly, how much does a gamer play in a month? If he spends all his time on that game, the must subscription will go to that game maker. Otherwise, he will receive this amount in a few months. Of course, big franchises probably don't do this. Microsoft's next big plan is to eliminate or make large hardware portable. How? By creating large cloud servers. Currently, if you buy the Game Pass Ultimate account, which costs $15 a month, and have a good stable internet connection of 100 megabytes per second, you can play games that are available in Xbox Game Pass even on your phone in about 50 countries. Of course, its quality is limited to 1080p and 60 frames per second, your latency will almost double, it is weaker than the Nvidia account, and it is better to use the controller because it is not very compatible. But in general, you can really use a tablet or a phone which fits in your pocket to have reasonable PC gaming experience. Now the games are at least 80 gigabytes in size, and you can even do cloud gaming with your console to save time. Then imagine that you don't need to upgrade your hardware to experience newer games. You can have a good experience from it even right now. But imagine that with Microsoft's investment, improving servers and improving internet technologies, this type of gaming will definitely become better, more logical and more inclusive. Microsoft isn't just looking at cloud hardware for gaming, and now there is also Microsoft 365 hardware, which of course is now more of office use. But what about the future? Imagine your powerful PC is just a monitor and it can be as portable as a phone. In general, Microsoft knows very well the importance of cloud hardware and wants to be its leader in the coming years, when it becomes widespread. We talked about Microsoft wanting to replace hardware with cloud, but it has plans for hardware as well. As you probably know, this year Microsoft has returned its custom chips to Surface Pros. Its performance is not close to Apple's chip at all, but in general, I think Microsoft wants to strengthen the connection between hardware and software by making custom chips like Apple, and provides a very good user experience, although it has not been very successful yet. The company is also working on dedicated AI chips to reduce its dependence on Nvidia and the cost of its AI servers. There are some news that Microsoft is working on Windows 12, which is a bit strange, but probably company's policies may have changed. I think we have reached the main part of the video, the part that is the future of technology and even the future of humanity. In 2019, Microsoft invested $1 billion in OpenAI, a company that Elon Musk had recently exited. We do not want to mention in this video why Elon Musk is so critical of AI. Anyway, at that time, this news was not discussed enough. It was simply considered a simple investment for the development of Microsoft softwares, but it was much more than that. Now this investment has reached $15 billion and you are definitely familiar with ChatGPT, Bing, DALL-E 2 and Microsoft 365 updates. ChatGPT 3 was the first version of this language model that was released. The previous versions were sold as API to developers. After its launch, it experienced unprecedented growth in the entire history of technology. A language model that knew everything on the web by 2019, he could discuss various topics with you, give you information easily with explanation, and even do basic programming or modify your code. But it easily gave you information that it should not have given. It did not have the information after 2019, and it was not very accurate, and had some mistakes. But that was enough to become a trend. I won't go into the history too much. In general, we have now entered the 4th generation of ChatGPT. Microsoft added it to Bing, and it has become a serious competitor of Google. Google has put Bard in the testing phase, but I used both. Bard is not at the Bing's level at all, at least now. In general, Bing's user interface is like a finished and mature product. The answers are extremely efficient in creative mode, there are some mistakes, but it is completely usable. You may have heard news about its employment instead of employees. Its programming has been enhanced and is now somewhat useful. It gives you much less dangerous answers and is generally usable even right now. Microsoft's and OpenAI plan is definitely its progress to the level of human intelligence or AGI. You see, artificial intelligence has made a lot of progress in the short period of time, due to its structure. You see this photo of DALL-E a year ago, and now. Microsoft will definitely use this AI to create new softwares and significantly improve its old softwares, although it has already done so to some extent. Microsoft understood the importance of this very early and does not want to lose its current position. On the other hand, Google and other companies do not intend to fail at all. This competition is definitely in our favor in the short term, but in long term, I don't know. I think it will become a useful tool with the right legislation. Of course, I hope. But I personally think that artificial intelligence can have disadvantages like any other technology, but it comes to take human creativity and performance to another level. I think of an image, a movie, a creative voice, something that I think could be interesting, and it becomes what I want with a line of text. Yes, the photos are still not 100% usable. It still needs to improve. But you should also consider the speed of improvement. AI comes to do things that humans do repetitively, to accelerate the transformation of ideas into reality. And we have to accept this fact. When the camera came, people were able to record the moment more easily, but the painters had less work. But I hope this technology will be sealed by human and not human by it. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, like it, and if you like my content, subscribe to my channel. Goodbye, see you in next video.